We begin this morning's show in St. Francisville on the beautiful, breathtaking grounds of Hemingbough. This gazebo is just one of the incredible structures created by owner Arlen Deese. Just a quarter mile off busy Highway 61 in St. Francisville awaits tranquility. Beauty. Balance. Serenity. And nature in all its majesty. This is Hemingbough. It's the pinnacle of owner Arlen Deese's life's work and passion. It's where Spanish moss dances with the wind. Sun, leaves, and sky compose a kaleidoscope of illusion. Peacocks pose when perched. It's an oasis for soul and spirit.
Hemingbough is a state of mind. When guests arrive, there's this slight altering that I see of oneself.
Here you can find yourself, be yourself, and connect with something greater than yourself.
It was something that I knew that God wanted me to do and spoke to my heart to do it. Provide a place that anyone and everyone can come as they need it to experience the unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness that comes from above. That's what Hemingbough is all about.
It's not a place reserved for the powerful and the privileged. It's for all.
It's for everyone, Whitney. It's for everyone, because that's exactly what God loves all of us as we are.
You can spend the night here in cottages, the guest house, or you can just come and enjoy. These gates never close.
Word tap root. This is the tap root. This Hemingbough is not Arlen Deese. Hemingbough speaks for itself. No one has to be here to welcome you. And on a Sunday, the gates are always open. Drive through, come down here to the amphitheater, look at the lake, go down to the Greek Revival gazebo, and just enjoy.
It's all here to enjoy because of Arlen's discipline and decisions after college. His degree was in art education and interior design. So his first job might surprise you. Flowerland, a nursery on Perkins Road.
Let me tell you what my salary was.
Okay.
$78 a week and 2% of everything that I sold.
He was frugal, living only on his salary and saving his 2% commission. Money he bought his first house with. A few years later, in a sheriff's sale, he bought another, the Myrtles Plantation. It was in shambles, but he saw its potential and restored it himself.
That was the beginning of a career.
You knew it was your passion?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It felt right with the history and the beauty and the presentation of that house.
He soon became one of the South's leading restoration and preservation specialists, resurrecting Mount Hope, Millbank, and Nottoway.
Nottoway being just absolutely the ultimate of anyone's dreams as far as a restoration.
Selling it was dreamy too. He made millions. It's still humbling.
There's two things that God can do. He can humble you through upheavals and tragedies in your life, but He can also humble you through abundance of God's love and God's grace and plenty. So I was very humbled at the fact of this money's from Nottoway.
He asked only one how to spend it.
And I simply asked God, what would you have me to do with this money? And Whitney, as clearly as you and I are sitting here, God spoke to my heart and mind and said, provide a place that anyone and everyone can come as they need it to experience my unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. That's what Hemingbough is all about.
This is not a restored plantation like his previous properties.
Many years ago, this was called Bikini Beach. And if any of you viewers are out there that are old enough to remember Bikini Beach, we've got to be sort of vintage. And then it was Audubon Lakes Campground. And I bought the campground and 4 other purchases to get 238 acres that is completely surrounded by Alexander Creek.
It's also here James Audubon drew many of his birds of America.
The old Bayou Sarah roadbed that he would walk from Oakley to Bayou Sarah runs right through the 119 acres on the other side of the lake. So that's special, special.
Everything here he built from the ground up.
Now ask me, well, why didn't you major in architecture?
Well, why didn't you major in architecture?
I would have flunked out the first semester. I'm all about right brain and not a whole lot of left brain, you know?
That.
I've never been accused of being the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Drawn together in Greek revival style, Hemingbough feels older than it is.
Whitney, I truly am the oldest thing here. This amphitheater that we're sitting in now, you know, maybe because of deferred maintenance, but it's only 29 years old. Okay, and then the guest house and then the other buildings. I've designed those buildings and laid out the gardens, and yeah, just a real special place.
Especially to the thousands who've married here or come on retreat. Concerts are a big hit here too. But Arlen's favorite event is Easter morning. This year they celebrate their 30th Easter sunrise service. Everyone's invited.
It's interdenominational. You can come in your flip-flops, you can come in it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Just come at 7 o'clock. The message this year, which is so spectacular, is Chris Andrews. Chris delivers a message of God's love and God's grace Easter morning. There was nothing but good news. There was no bad news the first Easter. The news was that He has risen. He lives within us. He's here. Even though that was 2,000 years ago, it's as real today as it was that first Easter morning.